All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. Wanted to just jump back on and do a quick live post fight discussion of Ariane Lipski versus JJ Aldrich. Of course, as y'all know, man, Ariane Lipski, she 30-27, JJ Aldrich. And look, man, I'm not gonna lie, like this fight here, I wouldn't bet on it. There was no way I was gonna bet on this fight here because um both of these fighters sometimes just have their moments. Like, shout out to both of them. Both Ariane and JJ, they're trying to improve, but it's just sometimes you don't know if they're going to show up, right? I think JJ, she works hard. She's improved as a fighter, but for some reason in this fight, to me, she just really looked flat. Like, she really just looked flat in this one. Like, she couldn't get off. Her timing was off. Um, Everything she tried, from letting her strikes go to her takedowns, I wasn't really, well, I can't say I was impressed with anything. I mean, not at all. JJ Aldrich just seemed to have a really hard time with the stand up of Ariane Lipski. And honestly, is this like the first time JJ's really taking on a striker? Like, we know she's a really good technical striker, but sometimes you have to see a striker take on another striker, right? To really see their levels. Like, we'll go back to the championship fight, Valentina taking on Alexa Grasso, right? Like, we know Valentina's a great striker, but then she takes on Alexa Grasso, who's a great striker. Like, when is Valentina actually taking on somebody that strikes on that level, right? So that's what proved me wrong about Grasso's boxing. It was better than I thought. She knew how to execute it in that fight because, like, with Valentina, we look, okay, she fought Chikagan, but Lauren Murphy, Jessica I, were they really on that level? No, like, we could say that maybe her striking wasn't tested against a great striker. So maybe the same can be said about JJ. JJ's fought grapplers like Demopoulos and Jillian Robertson and Arian Blanchfield, but we saw how that one went. Um, so yeah, like, this is that. I think that was the one thing about JJ we could say, like, she wasn't really tested against a much more polished striker. And now we saw, like, Ariane Lipski's been working. She's been improving as a fighter. This is a moment for Ariane Lipski. It's about time for her to step it up. But they both were in their step up modes. Really, they are the unranked fighters that both need to show up. Both are trying to improve. And to me, like I said, not anybody telling me they were 100% correct on, or 100% confident on either one of these fighters, whoever they pick, Lipski or Aldrich, they're lying. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what version is going to show up with either one of these fighters, right? Good skills, but the resume speak for itself. I mean, Ariane Lipski, this is probably her best win. Let's be real. This is her best win on her resume now. What is she, 3-5 now? But I like what she's doing. She's getting better as a fighter. She's looking confident on her feet. Uh, yeah, let's talk about the fight a little bit. I mean, to me, right away, Lipski, she looked confident. She looked confident in her stand up. I liked her footwork, kept the lead foot on the outside of the southpaw of JJ Aldrich. She was landing combinations. JJ, she would step in, but it was Lipski who was doing all the work, just letting her hands go more. Aldrich, she was doing a lot of measuring, like keeping her range, but she wasn't throwing any feints. Her head was on the line, so she was taking shots. When they would clinch up, Lipski was, just ripping Aldrich in the clinch with knees to the body. She was controlling that head and just landing some good knees. Lipski was just winning the stand up and the clinch game all around. So I know the next level for Aldrich would be to see her go to the ground, right? Well, every time she would try to go in and grab, try to drop that level, Lipski would grab that head and start landing knees to the body. But yeah, let's look at it. I mean, really, like, Aldrich, that first round, she didn't look comfortable against another striker. So that kind of told us a level of, okay, like, we're not seeing her fight other strikers too much now, right? So you really get to see, like, how styles play in sometimes. I mean, don't forget, like, you go all the way back on her resume, like, there weren't many strikers that she's fought, even when she was at 115. So Ariane Lipski, first round, she was comfortable. Rocked JJ. I thought JJ was about to get out of there when she hit her with that knee. and a right hand from the same side. She knocked her back, and I thought she was about to be out. And something told me like the pace that was set in that first round was like, uh-oh, here we go. I don't think this is going to go well. So JJ in the second round, she started to faint a little bit more. She had a few opportunities, but it's just that waiting, just waiting too much. So Lipski's the one doing all the circling and landing. She's picking her shots, calf kicks, just landing her shots. And I think Aldridge, like the only thing of significance that she landed was like a right jab. But every time they step into exchange, it was Lipski who was landing harder shots, landing the harder combinations and always using them knees to the body, which was a good technique to me. When somebody steps in and tries to take you down and they drop a level like that, you just lock up and start working that body with those knees. And I was impressed with that. The last round, Lipski, again, she was leading, just making JJ Aldrich look slow in this fight. JJ was just like flat, man. She was just looking really slow. Aldrich, she just couldn't catch it, man. She just couldn't catch a rhythm. So, Lipski was just putting them right hands down the pipe, jabbing her, making it hard for her to hit, Don't forget, again, knees to the body, what I'm saying? Like those knees to the body was just always present throughout this fight, round after round. Just denying entry of Aldridge. Aldridge is getting her head snapped back in this last round too. I'm just being real. Like there was like combinations coming from Lipski in this round where, I never expected Aldridge to get hit like this many times in a row. No level change here because Lipski was just hitting her with too many shots. And I think there was one point Aldridge did go in for a couple more takedowns, but she got denied. But then, Lipski, she actually took her down once, then reversed the takedown and just like flipped. I think she flipped Aldridge just like a judo throw. She flipped her with a judo throw and just owned this fight. So shout out to Lipski. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. The ATT work is paying off. I think she's about to leave. She says she's been with them for 2 years, so she's going to try to start working with Amanda Nunes, her new gym, and see if that helps her climb the ladder. Because she said, now she's realizing this is the time to, get it. She doesn't want to miss her moment, and for good reason. I mean, right now, with the way the division is popping, she has to tighten up. This can't be like a little fluke performance thinking that, oh, they're going to rank her now off of this one win and everything is easy pickings from here. Nah, like she got to work. Not JJ Aldrich, but Ariane Lipski got to work from here. Like I said, this is her best win. This is her fourth win in the UFC. She's been here for like, let's see, 4 years now? No, 5 years? Yeah, 5 years. So, yeah, I'm glad that she's stepping her game up. I want to see her do a little bit more. And that's the thing about like JJ, man. Like she's got really good footwork and the way her calf kick flows. I'm like, yeah, like she doesn't look like very stiff. Like she should be owning a lot of girls on the feet to me, in my opinion. And I thought she always had some decent jujitsu as well, too. So even going back to that Montana fight, I was like, what was she thinking in that fight? Like, where was her head at? Like, Ariane Lipski got to wake up now. I mean, she's 29. She's tall. She's long for the division. She's got to make this thing work, man. She's got to make this thing work for her. I think she has a good skill set that could develop into something dangerous for the division. She's just not that big. So I don't know how she would deal with like bigger, stronger fighters. But eventually, if you see her move up, her hands, they could give fighters like the veterans like Lauren Murphy and so on trouble. But I don't want to jump too far ahead, man. I think Lipski might still need to fight another unranked fighter, maybe one or two, just to really prove that she's ready, right? Um, JJ, oh man, JJ, like we've seen JJ improving. I'm just saying, like, I need to know what was wrong in this fight, man. Like she she was just so comfortable, not even well, I won't say comfortable, like sitting back trying to counter. She seemed uncomfortable. She just really seemed uncomfortable in this fight. I mean, again, when you look at the style she's fought. Okay, I can see why now. Like I see the pattern here. Okay, Aaron is a grappler. Her striking is improving, but she was a little slower, so JJ had more success there. So she didn't mind striking there. She was like, okay, I can be the first to get off. Then when she fought Jillian Robertson, okay, Jillian Robertson's striking is almost non-existent. No problem there. Vanessa Demopoulos, another one. Not really that good of a striker. She's smaller, so she could stuff her takedowns and just outstrike her all day. Courtney Casey, she's a banger. She likes the club, but she can control that. So yeah, somebody a little bit faster with more power like this, and that's going to be a kickboxer, will give her problems. And I think that's what it is. Like maybe if I looked at that and just said, okay, wait a minute, let's see here. Lipski's a little bit faster on the feet. Maybe my pick would have been a little bit different. So I think it was just a big style thing here, man. I think it was just a big style thing and a thing where somebody like Lipski is trying to get better as a fighter. So we'll see what's next here. We'll see what's next from here. Like I said, I still can't place money on Lipski like that, or even just feel solid in a pick. I'm gonna need to see what she can do with two more in a row. JJ's lost two in a row now, so we'll see what's next for her. Actually, since you lost this fight, I would say maybe she can take on Montana De La Rosa or something like that now. If she won the fight, I would have said no, fight somebody higher. But now she's in the same position as Montana. Montana's actually lost two in a row. Suarez and Macy Barber. And JJ's lost to Blanchfield and Lipski now. So yeah, they both lost two in a row. So let them fight. Let them two fight now and see where it goes from there. Still don't think Lipski's ready for a top 15 opponent yet, though. We'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and do this quick one here. I'll probably get on a little bit later tonight and do another live show. I just want to do this live post-fight discussion on this fight. Let y'all know I did see it. But let me know, what do y'all think of the improvements of Lipski from here? And what about JJ? What is she going to do? All right, so that's all I got, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.